When asked about the type of player Wemby needs to take him to the next level, Trae offered these thoughts.
I mean, the kind of player that can help him win a championship. I mean, make his job easier for him. I mean, somebody who can just help him. So that's the type of player he needs around him.
Trae was out there cheesing just a little too much for my liking, but shout out to Najee Adams, who got that video. If you were Trae, I'm asking you guys on this couch, if you were Trae, would you rather go to the Lakers or Spurs?
Lakers.
Why would you pick Lakers, though?
I mean, you playing with Bron and AD, the Laker brand. You're going to have a chance to play in the playoffs. And once the playoffs start, Bron right now is still healthy enough to where if he get in the playoffs, he can make things happen. So you're going to be on the bigger stage. So I would go to the Lakers. Now, if you're talking about future, no state taxes in Texas, San Antonio, but you're going to get your head beat in. Him going there with Wemby, they still going to get their head beat in. They not beating Luka, Golden State, the Lakers, Ant-Man up in Minnesota, Shea Gill and OKC. They still, even with them two, ain't touching them. Nobody's touching Denver right now. So him going there ain't going to move the needle drastically enough to where I would say go there over the Lakers.
Yeah, I think if they filled the rest of that roster out.
Yeah.
But from Trae's standpoint, the opportunity to play with Wemby.
That's cool, but you got the opportunity to go play with.
That's a lot of assists.
You got to go play with Bron and AD.
I get it.
25. He's 25 right now, and he's been screwed over by everybody, right? He's been screwed over by everybody. Every time you get a chance to screw Trae Young over, you do. Going with LeBron, where you got 1-2 years, right? And then that team's going to be broken up if you don't win it. With Wemby, you are a staple for Wemby and Wemby's success, and all eyes are on you. And you are with the franchise. You are with the face of the NBA coming, right? You're going to be looked at in Italy and all this. And I think for himself, this is personal, like personal thing. I think he can rebrand himself better playing alongside Wemby than he would come to LA. Will he win? Probably not, but would he be in a better situation for his brand? 100 times.
See, I'm on the fence on both sides of that because, Norris, I understand what you're saying, the LA brand, the market, and all that, but as we know, Lakers fans can be very critical.
Rude.
So
we're rough.
If you think you're getting it bad being in Atlanta from what you're getting across the country, and not to say Trae would play bad if he came to LA, but first bad game.
Ain't no bad games. Ain't no bad games for Trae in LA, especially with AD and LeBron.
Right.
You look at what LA needs: scoring point guard that can actually pass. Right. Then you look at the branding side. Now I get what Gil was saying, and that was what you were saying with the future. Looking at the future reference of the staple and the franchise, him really being like Tony Parker.
Right.
Ultimately, but I think he's bigger than that. I think that if you put him in LA, it's just like putting Dame in Milwaukee. What happened when Dame hit Milwaukee? He became a fucking starter in the All-Star game.
Instantly.
Right? Instantly. The one thing he kept getting snubbed for on the West.
It's important.
Right? Take an East guy, put him on the West, put him on a big market team. Next thing you know, he in LA, jersey sales is up.
Yep.
Out the roof immediately.
Immediately.
He's going to get sponsorships. He's going to be on the billboard immediately.
Adidas got to put him on the billboard.
Got to.
Shoes are fire as it is already, so shoe sales increases.
Now he gets to be maybe on TV shows,
movies.
Different opportunities come with being in LA than other places, right? He could be buried in San Antonio, but ultimately when you look at LA and what it provides, you got D-Lo, you got Lemon Daddy.
Shout out to Lemon Daddy, billboards all over the city.
And if you was to get them to go to Atlanta for Trae, you're talking about an opportunity for AD to look better, easier shots, easier opportunities. Now LeBron really don't, even though they say he don't like to play off the ball, it's an opportunity for him to really just chill. Trae, be Trae.
He need that to preserve him to get to the playoffs so that he can do what he need to do once he get to the playoffs.
Yep. Well, I think it's a good opportunity, even though Wemby just getting that Louis Vuitton deal. He's going to be bigger than life.
Plug.
That's bigger than life right there, right?
How key is a Louis V plug, though?
That's
Paris.
Yes, Paris.
Yeesh. I'm next to you. I'm next to you.
My best friend.
He's my favorite point guard of all time.
Yeah, that's all I need.
I love him.
That's all I need right there. My
10
favorite.
years.
Man, that's
But that's what I'm saying.
17 assists a game almost.
That's what I just look at it like that. Like I just look at it like because of where Wemby's gonna be and where he is right now. If I'm Trae Young, I want to attach just like T-Mac and Yao. I want to attach my name to this dude today.
But what happens if you help the Lakers
Win.
Win, then what? What happens? Let's just be realistic, right? We win. LeBron retires, 80 something, right? It ain't gonna be us two, and then eventually.
If you win in LA, you automatically are good almost forever.
Yeah, just
You're
like
starting point guard on a Laker championship team.
Just like AD's been since he's won the championship.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been good, right? We ain't.
But he solidified Lakers.
How about in them streets? How's Bambi leg in them streets, right?
Man.
So I'm just saying, like,
Okay,
in LA, realistically, what he has, 3 years here? Realistically?
Nah, but if LeBron retires, you can still build through him and AD. Or you can trade, if you do trade AD, you can get a haul of other young.
But do you want to be Trae Young?
You can be in the big market because there's some other stars that want to leave they small markets.
Because LA always going to bring big players anyway. So if
sure.
Trae is our one big player that we hear, it ain't like you're saying you're going to build around Trae. But what you're saying is we're going to bring other big players in and we're going to have Trae here.
Yes.
So you're always going to have a piece that's going to distribute and score.
And the Laker, all that, Louis Vuitton stuff, that sound good. The Laker brand in American sports, it means something.
But no tax and Louis V.
I'm thinking, I feel you.
And the face.
I feel you. I get all that. I feel all that.
Trae.
And listen, it make perfect sense.
The French women too.
But you're going to show up to San Antonio and then you're going to take your visit to LA and then you're going to be like,
Yeah, I can see it both ways though.
Yeah, you see how excited he got.
yeah. You're going to be in San Antonio, then you're going to go to LA.
Right? He got it. Yeah. With him? Y'all gonna put him on TV every single.
So,
I don't know. That's hard.
I think that's a win-win.
Because he's
Either
25.
one of them is a bad.
Yeah,
it's a bad option.
That's what I'm saying, like
It's
to see both
organizational too. You look at organizational for the Spurs.
Because guess what? Pop ain't gonna be there forever. Pop's 70-some years. So who gonna replace that? That's some instability. His coach, Wemby's coach, is gonna play a big part in his trajectory and how much he
You
wins.
think it'll be
Timmy.
Tim Duncan?
I think Timmy.
Is he on the bench right now?
I think so.
I think he's around.
He's just around.
Sultan.
He's doing kind of what UD be doing. They around.
He's Doc River.
River. See,
He's
Doc
River. He just can't
You know you're old, right? You know you're old, right? You can't come forever.
Well, Pop is the GM too.
Talking to the GM.
Pop can be
Coach.
Pop can groom and pick his next coach. He can pick who he wants.
Talking to GM Pop. Coach
Hey,
Pop,
I'll
y'all
come
go.
coach Wemby. Said I come.
Norris is available. So we asked the chat, where should Trae go? 44% said Lakers, 56% said Spurs. So